What is happening, everybody? It's HollowedJedi from the Odd Gamers, and let's get started with the normal mode walkthrough for Stellar Blade. You're going to sit back, relax, and enjoy this little cutscene right here.
Transmitting final briefing. As of now, Airborne Squad 7 will exterminate the Alpha Nativas occupying District 3. Their objective is the capture or dispatchment of the Elder Nativa. Pods entering atmosphere.
1 minute until threshold is reached. The threshold has been surpassed. Activating shield. Code red. Code red. All available drop pods will be ejected according to Protocol B32.
No!
Alright, so here we get started, and first things first,
Pod landing complete.
you have to get out of this pod.
Removing physical shield. Opening hatch.
The hatch. Come on. Come on!
Just go ahead and press R2 a bunch.
Taki?
Eve, are you alright? This place is dangerous. Take my hand.
And now, everybody meet Eve. For the first part of this, it's going to be very, very linear. So we're just going to run through and pay attention to the prompts that pop up on the screen.
This way to the bottom. You take the left. I'll take care of this side.
So square will be your normal attacks, and then triangle will be your heavier attacks. Just be sure to pay attention to the prompts that pop up on the screen, and it will
Coordinates.
help you and guide you on your way.
That was close. Come
Go
here.
ahead and
Careful.
press X. Brutal. Sheesh. Alright. Pay attention. This is where you're going to learn how to parry a little bit.
It's an unlisted Nativo. I'll handle this one.
There are combos between button presses, so go ahead and experiment between square and triangle.
Great. Are you alright, you? My body frame. Take this. It's first aid. Thank you.
Now this teaches you how to heal.
There's more of them.
Just keep your wits about you. It's okay if you miss. It's forgiving for the most part. So you want to try to get that parry off right as the blade is coming to you or the hit is coming to you. You probably won't get it perfect every time. Maybe you will, but it does take some practice. As you can see on the ground, there are like glowing circles. You could try to avoid those as best as possible. It's not a huge deal if you do not avoid them or miss them.
Don't stop. Keep moving it.
As you can see, I did a little poorly there.
That was close. This isn't looking good. Let's go. Is that?
No, right up here, just
Join them.
watch the cutscene. I feel like, in my opinion, that these cutscenes were very well crafted. You will find out more throughout the game.
My God.
The story's actually really, really good.
No. The squad's life signs. We're the only two left.
This is your default suit.
Eve,
There will be many suits.
pull yourself together. Taki. Listen to me.
You can unequip the suit that you are wearing, and it will put you in what is called a skin suit, which tends to make the game a little bit more difficult. Alright, so here we have our very first boss fight. Now, I did a very bad job on this boss. I wanted to do that on purpose, so that way you could see how simple this is, even on normal mode. It's not too taxing. It's easy to learn. So just take your time and, get the parries out when you can. And make sure that you keep up on your beta energy attacks. The boss is pretty straightforward. If you parry everything, you will bring down their stagger. Well, their stagger bar, which would be the yellow bar up in the top. And then you will do a finisher type move. But, as you can see, I was just being basic about it, doing the minimal, missing a lot of, you know, blocks, parries, just to show you that it's pretty easy. And now, get ready for another cutscene. Sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, whatever you have to do.
It wasn't an alpha, but it was a strong one. You fought well, even better than during training.
You were all together. But then...
The damage to your body frame is serious. We have to find the supply camp. Wait, Eve. I hear something. Eve! Eve, are you all right? Alpha Natiba. Here, friend. It's me you want. No! Eve! Get out of here.
And that is your opening for Stellar Blade. Now, we're going to get started here with a short cutscene explanation of, you know, of sorts of what it is that we're going to be doing. I want you to know that I was very thorough, about as thorough as I could possibly be in this playthrough. I wanted to make sure that it's kind of ingrained into you that you should be very thorough if you want to find everything. If you're a completionist, you'll want to make sure that you're very thorough in your searches and everything that you hope to find in this game.
Still, make sure to stay cautious. It's where the Alpha Natiba is.
All right.
Now,
Get on with it.
I'll be supporting with the drone.
Again, pretty linear, but
So
make
this
sure that you do
must be 8 or 7.
a good amount of exploring here.
Yes. This was the final battlefield.
It'll be
of
very helpful
civilization.
to everything that you have to do as far as acquiring skills and upgrading your weapon.
Something is falling from the sky. A strange sensation. This must
It's
be
rain,
Earth's
Captain Obvious.
We can admire the scenery later. We have a job.
Just
to do.
kidding. Alright, let's go. Let's be nice. Let's get this done
Terrain
here.
has changed recently.
So, It'll tell you in a little bit, but if you tap your touchpad, it'll scan the terrain, tell you where stuff is. This is where all of your, information that you have received already, you can just go through here and kind of clear out your dots if that's the kind of person you are. That's the kind of person I am. I like to keep my menu free of dots. This explains your missions and things that you've already completed. Alright, so let's go. This is a fast travel phone booth. You'll be able to use those eventually. We're going to take a little peek back here. This is all part of you being thorough in your searches. Your routes might not always work, but you might always find something useful. So now, if you happen to press your touchpad, it will scan the terrain, just like I had said before.
Falling debris. Be careful.
As you can see, there are a few markers that were added to the map.
Something is coming.
It's a crustacean-type enemy. They're common around here.
So you'll see your first set of enemies right in front of you. Target them with R3. You can chew through these ones pretty easily. They're not much trouble.
Alright. Area is clear.
Pick up everything with R2. You can hold it down to pick up multiple things.
This is the Legion that was killed in the final war.
Go ahead and grab that up. Pay attention to that code there. These symbols you will be punching in at a keypad
There's an encrypted
very
code
soon.
in the memory stick.
It's a security code. A type
You
of
can also break your boxes. If you see boxes, see crates, you can break them. There are statues that you can break as well to get you many different items. Now, I've played this demo a couple of times, so for the most part I already know what this code is.
It worked.
Okay. Now, you're going to make sure that you have, cleared out the whole area before you move on to the next one. So now, over here on your right, you can see that there's, some markings on the
You'll get used to it soon.
on the rocks right there. Let's go ahead and climb up here. Head all the way down. And there will be an item right here. Go ahead and smash that. You can rest at the bench if you'd like. That will replenish your health. So head over this way. Be careful, there's going to be some enemies up here. Now, This is a unique enemy here. So go ahead and destroy it and get the explanation.
What was that just now?
It's a machine that collects relics. It's rare, so make sure to hold on to it if you come across one.
So yeah, go ahead and collect all that stuff. There's nothing back here. Alright, so anytime that you get into some water that says dive, I recommend that you dive. So you'll dive all the way down here, and there will be a chest crate right here. Now, these are materials for upgrading different aspects in the game, as well as, you know, currency and things like that. Now, full disclosure, I did die a couple of times in this playthrough, so you'll see, you know, maybe a weird transition or something like that, but rest assured I did not leave out anything that was important. Again, thorough in those searches. Pick up everything. Pick up everything. And my personal philosophy is to take out the enemy first, loot last. Another philosophy is that if it's glowing, go up to it and find out why. As you can see, the statues on the sides kind of drop things sometimes. Now, because of lighting, you'll see things that look like it's a spot to go to, but however, it is not. Alright, this is your first camp. Let's go ahead and follow the prompts. Explains to you about like upgrades and your skill tree. Let's go ahead and drop the coin into the slot. Activate your camp. You can rest here, replenish all of your stuff. It will also repopulate the area with enemies. And here's a little cutscene of how you got to where you are right now.
What's wrong?
It's nothing.
From here on, you have to stay alert, Eve.
Focus, Eve. Focus. Alright, you can change the music. Break crates. Here's your skill tree. You'll have to get the first one they tell you to get. So this skill tree is pretty big. It's very, very self-explanatory. You can highlight whatever it is that you would like to know information about. It will give you a brief instruction about it, and then it'll give you an instructional video on said thing. So if you're having any trouble with combat, or any of the moves or abilities or anything like that, you can always go into training mode and practice them whenever possible, at a camp at least. Me personally, I'm going to be going for more skills that are going to increase the beta energy, use, and things that are going to basically make parrying and perfect dodges way more easy to do. So again, just pay attention to the prompts. Very linear. These enemies are a good, opportunity for you to practice. And it's okay if you don't get it. It's okay if you, like I said, it's very forgiving. You can, just ease yourself on into it. Go ahead and open this up. Grab that. Alright. Pay attention to your surroundings.
Oh, it's one of the Legion's.
Go ahead and open the crates.
Do you think there's anything useful?
So it will tell you if there is something useful for right now. Just pay attention to the prompts.
So compatibility shouldn't be an issue.
Go ahead and grab up all of your items. In this wheel here, it will show you the various healing items that you've picked up. I'm going to be staying with the basic one for right now because the other two seem to be more emergent. Be sure to pay attention to your surroundings and make sure you didn't miss somewhere to go.
You see the rapids below. If you fall, it's over.
You can use the left stick to go back and forth, give you some more leverage. As you can see, nothing up that way. We are going to be going to the left.
There's another supply box over here.
Alright, open this up. Go ahead and take all the items. There are going to be many, many supply boxes throughout the world. You can call them boxes, crates, whatever you're comfortable with. You don't have to conform, alright? Let's get back to this broken down bridge over here. And you're going to get a fun little activity here in a second. So go ahead and drop attack. You got another enemy out in front of you. This here will explain what balance is. It's touching more on the aspect that I talked about a little earlier. When you perfect parry, you bring down the enemy's balance. And it will eventually bring you to what is called retribution. We will very poorly attempt this. And retribution. Alright, moving on. Make sure that you again, very, very thorough. Make sure that you pick up everything. Sometimes you can miss stuff, like if you didn't, press R2 or you didn't hold it down long enough like I just did there. This is called a Hydra. It's a tricky little enemy. Perfect parries work best against the Hydra. And being aggressive also works very well too. So aggro and perfect parries will help you win battles against the Hydra. Alright. Be mindful of your health. Alright, good crate. Now keep searching. Even if it seems like it's not going to be any good, just keep searching. We did find some gear. We'll be equipping that shortly. Best practice is to not forget to equip your gear. I've been known to do that several times. We're going to carry on to that other area that we saw just off of the bridge there. There will be a few enemies through here. So, real quick, I want to make it very clear that fall damage is real. You absolutely have fall damage. And you don't have a leash. So you will fall off a ledge. Now go ahead and follow the yellow paints that are around. I know sometimes they make those things kind of make people upset. They make them feel like their hand is being held, but I find them to be something that makes your playthrough a little more smooth. Something that will help you get through it more. You can climb back down. I jumped, as you can see. Now, continuing on, make sure that you break your crates, have your stuff. This explains scanning.
Are other cities in a similar state?
By comparison, this city is looking pretty good. After the colony extinction, most places were nothing but dust.
So I like to be very, very thorough. Make sure that I check every little nook and cranny, every little sideway, alleyway, or anything like that. Don't want to miss stuff.
Huh? Wait, there's a fusion cell. Let's open the car's hood.
So open up the hood and then grab that item.
The fusion.
Fusion cell?
It's a high-energy compression battery. Thanks to that, Earth's night isn't dark yet.
Oh, it's the previous generation of the Infinity Cell.
Be sure to keep that. It's very valuable.
Alright, so we're going to carry on over here. You'll see that there is a door. But, however, we can't quite open it yet. We'll open it shortly. Be careful right up here, because I wasn't. Just do your best to stay alive. Try not to miss. Keep in mind that on normal mode it is a little more challenging. There is a story mode if you are having trouble with normal mode. That will be even more forgiving. Seem to be passing up quite a few items. Just make sure you go back and grab your stuff. As you can see, parrying and being aggressive is very effective against the Hydra. Break all those crates. This is a crate that you don't quite have access to yet. I have not found the passcode. I'm sure we will soon enough. We're going to attempt to grab the things that we have dropped and forgotten. So as you can see, I'm running around with like no health, screens blinking, and we are, looks like we're about to be in trouble. So, it's a trap. We're gonna have to take an L here real quick. So, as you can see, we're like, yeah, right there, one shot, we're dead. Alright, you will be able to pretty much run back right from where you started this. You don't have to watch the cutscene. As you can see in the upper right corner, there's an option to skip. You just hold down circle.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. Thanks, Admiral Akbar. Alright, so I take out the big one first, typically. He gives you the most problems. Again, follow the prompts. It guides you to what it is that you need to do. Like, I gave the full disclosure. We did die a couple of times. It's okay. It's okay. You'll die a couple of times, too. And no, that was not bad editing. That was supposed to happen. Promise. So, alright. Do your best against this enemy here. Now, keep in mind that whenever an enemy is going to attack, there is always going to be a follow-up attack. Maybe 2 follow-up attacks. So just pay attention and be ready to either guard or parry or dodge out of the way. Now, real quick with the retribution, you can get off about 4 or 5 hits before you have to push triangle. So make sure that you get in those couple extra hits for a good extra amount of damage before you do the retribution.
This way.
However, if you try to push it too much, you might end up missing your chance at retribution. We're going to go over here, and then we're going to wrap up episode 1. I greatly appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll be right back with episode 2 here in just a minute.